That's just a sample of what's coming up in this video, where I'm making a half-round table out of New Guinea rosewood and beautiful river redgum burl. The table is a present for our wonderful mum and includes a couple of hidden compartments. So let's roll the milling montage and start shaping the legs. The legs have double domino holes to fit the front legs to the draw rails. I didn't video that glue up for some reason, but it did happen. The outer curved side rails slot into a rebate in the front legs, whereas the centre front rail is straight to align with the draw. That is perfect. My half-round table build is progressing really well. It's quite complex around the bottom with all the shapes, mainly because there's a groove for a ply base to cover the entire bottom of the table. This will create a cavity between the base and the top of the table, which will lend itself to concealed or hidden compartments. This part of the table will be a concealed compartment, and the inside of the curved timber panel needs to match the radius or shape of this rail. Here I'm adding small pins to stop the boards from moving around during glue up. The hinges are an odd shape, and the recess was made with 2 passes of the router. The second pass was a lot thinner and a lot deeper. Oh, hello. Where have you been? Get the device again, we'll get you. Back to woodwork. I used 30-minute epoxy to glue the Redgum veneer to the doors, and when the clamp up was finished, I only had 3 minutes left on the timer. Okay, that is the second veneer clamp to the door panel. They are looking fantastic, and the locating pins worked really well. I recommend you give that a go if you do woodwork. Similar to what I did on my chessboard. Anyway, a little different but similar. Stick around. I want to see how these turn out when they're sanded and lacquered. The River Redgum Burl is the most beautiful timber I've ever used in 54 years of woodworking. It is absolutely stunning. After cleaning up the drawer finger joints, I shaped the curved drawer front with my block plane and filled any voids with heart-shaped epoxy. I clamped up the tabletop yesterday afternoon and it's dry. Now I should point out that before clamp up I add tape to the bar of my clamps or the shaft of my clamps to protect the serrations and the shaft from glue drops. The top has an undercut bevel which I made with my spoke shave. The bevel makes the top look lighter and, in my opinion, a little better. This table is for our wonderful mum Helen, and Jo, my wife, just had to be part of the build. Now that it all fits perfectly, I can glue the curved rails in place, and this is the final glue up. These keyhole-shaped clips allow me to attach the top to the frame by slotting into a screw, and they allow me to slide the top on and off whenever I need to.